Aaron and I had been married maybe 4 months prior to when he got, we started noticing some symptoms. And prior to that, he was highly energetic, never stopped. And one time he got what I thought was the flu, and he went down on the couch, normally maybe 2 or 3 days, but a month later he was still on the couch.
I got it extremely bad. So did my oldest daughter. I mean, I think we both ended up with the same strand, so to speak. And there was multiple times where both of us almost died. And it was one thing for me to have it happen to me, but it was like, don't mess with my child, just like, you know, any father would be. And so out of that, you know, that old saying, where there's crisis, there's an opportunity.
I think it was in my system for quite a long time, and it wasn't until after about 10 years of taking care of Aaron and then taking care of my daughter, and eventually it took a toll on me. You know, I became exhausted. My adrenals were shot. I started having panic attacks that was not normal for me at all. And then I started noticing that I was losing feeling in the left side of my body. We started, instead of laying in bed and saying, why is this happening to us? We started asking, what is this trying to teach us? Could it be happening for our good? Could it be happening for the good of others? And asking ourselves these different questions, we started getting different answers. And so we literally got out the drawing board and said, what have we tried? What worked? What didn't work? What worked but just not enough?
We realized that, you know, there was biofeedback, there was bioresonance, there was pulsed electromagnetic field, there was Rife technology. Those were the main components that were tried and true in a lot of ways that have been around the block for a long time. But again, nobody had ever put them all together.
The magnetic field, we realized, was absolutely essential, because even with bioresonance, which is taking harmonic frequencies and sending them to the body, if you send it through an electrical current, it only penetrates to a certain level in the body. And when you have something on a chronic level, it's beyond the bloodstream. It's in the brain, it's in the joints, it's deep into the organs. And so we said, well, what if we took those harmonic frequencies and used a magnetic field as a carrier wave? You know, we have 80 billion neurons in our body. Each one has an electrical charge, creates a magnetic field. So we are literally a walking PEMF system. So this technology is only a replica of our own inner technology. That's why when we say natural healing, it really is, because it's a reflection of us. We're just enhancing our own natural state.
So many of these things just lined up for us. And it was like, okay, well, we know a great doc that could be a wonderful part of this. And we know a great engineer that could help put the pieces together. And, you know, we know some great scientists that can make sure that what we're doing is actually being validated on some level that it's really going to work.
That was the beginnings of the hardware, but there wasn't a software to run it. You know, frequencies are amazing, but only when you know which frequencies to use, and in what order, and in what duration. And so as we started looking into what was the most advanced form of biofeedback nowadays is voice analysis. We thought, perfect. It doesn't require a lot of apparatus. We can build it right into the app, and you can speak into it, capture your voice print, send it through a voice analysis that provides a spectrum of your voice and shows where the highs and the lows are in your voice, which are frequencies. And then we match those frequencies back into the application and send it back through your body. And so what the Better Guide app does is help bring an option of 10,000 frequencies down to your top 30 frequencies. Whether it be an organ, whether it be a nutrient, whether it be a fungus, a virus, mercury, it doesn't matter. It's all just a frequency. It's quite fascinating looking under a microscope and watching a pathogen exposed to a high amplitude of a frequency that is in exact harmonics with them. You can see them vibrating back and forth, and eventually they lay there still. And so then the body knows how to then excrete this from the system, and it gives the immune system a break. And so we're not so attached in identifying what is wrong with me. We're more focused on identifying the frequency and creating the balance, which accelerates the restoration of the self-regulating system, because you're removing the blockages and the deficits. And so now energy starts to restore in your system, and your body returns to that perfect self-regulating system again.
So many people that get these mystery diseases, like many other things, kind of go down this dark hole where they don't think that there is a way out. And we know that people that are using the Ampcoil, it can do the heavy lifting so the shift does happen. Not only back to whatever health is, but in most cases better than before they thought they were even sick, which is something we couldn't even imagine.
When that coil went on me, for the first time, I remember looking up at my vision coming back, and tears started streaming down my face, because I was like, I'm coming back to life. Like, I get a second chance here. And I was never so excited to be embodied. Like, I wanted to live. Like, I wanted to be here so much.
I still kind of pinch myself, like, wow, you know, this is from a family that was less than 10 years ago, a day away from being homeless. And doctors said pretty much get your affairs in order. You may not live till the new year. And so, you know, I wake up every day just blessed, you know, knowing what we get to do. We are extremely grateful for what we call the soul family. The ones that are our immediate staff, and then our ambassadors around the world, and then all the users, all the people that come to us are just such an incredible circle of people. So much that we actually created what we call the community circle. And it's really a program for people as they're getting better to have like this community outreach that everybody helps each other through.
It feels like a tribe, and we're all coiling to the same harmonic resonance, and really all for the same cause, and hoping that and knowing that has a positive effect beyond our immediate circle, that there is that ripple effect to humanity.